What up, though? And welcome to Let's Talk Detroit Lions Talk. We're brought to you by Lions Nation Unite. Man, it's good to be back. I'm going to steal it from a phrase from my man Greeny on ESPN. Back and better than ever. Now, we are on a kind of a shortened schedule for the week. We're going to do Monday and Wednesday. We're going to start off with free agency. Then, as we get closer to the draft, we're going to pick this coverage up for y'all. But we want to bring y'all some relevant content. We don't want to bring y'all some BS fluff every day. So we're going to bring you the content that matters right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. And thank you, everyone, for all the birthday wishes last week, man. I really appreciated that. And I had a great time with the family. But we back, and we're going to talk some Detroit Lions football, baby. Man, what a great slate of games yesterday. But before we get into our content for today, I got to bring in the crew. Y'all know him, the ladies' pet, the men's regret. You ain't seen nothing yet, my man. L, cool to us. What's up, my dude?
I'm so glad you didn't devise any more of those while you were gone. What was on Proud Nation, and good morning.
All right, and you know who it is, man. He is the defensive line coach extraordinaire from Jackson, Michigan. My man, who?
Coach Jones. Who was Coach Mike Jones? What's going on, Lion fans?
Let's get this thing started.
Right now.
Let go.
It's Detroit Lions talk, baby.
We're going to get up, and on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Yes, sir. We in the deep.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. We're going to kick this one off, starting out with our man Curt.
All right. Welcome back to the show, people. We're going to talk our Detroit Lions safeties that are going to be free agents at the end of the NFL season. We're going to do a little quick profile on these guys right quick. And, we're going to ask you a question at the end of that. All right, so first off, we got Tracy Walker, man. 2021, it was a contract year for the big fella. Led the team with 108 tackles, with 74 of them being solo. Man, breaking up passes all over the place. He had 6 pass breakups in the season with an interception, that last one to seal that victory versus the Green Bay Packers. And then, Aaron Glenn likes to make those safeties rush the passer. He had 1 sack, 3 tackles for loss, and a quarterback hit for the season. That's the big fella, the biggest name free agent safety we have, Mr. Tracy Walker. And we got the veteran who came over from Buffalo, Dean Marlowe. His 2021 stats, he had 67 tackles, 37 solos. He had 2 pass breakups, no interceptions, and he had 2 quarterback hits on the season. Next up, we have really a special teams player, C.J. Moore. Now, he did play some in relief when we had Tracy Walker out on the COVID list. My man had 22 tackles, 13 solo. He had a pass breakup and an INT versus the Rams earlier this season. And on that pass rush, he had 1 quarterback hit. Now, here's a guy who got very little play during the season. He got PT some pine time because he was riding that bench. My man, Jalen Elliott, he had 12 tackles on the season, 7 of them solo, and that was his stats for the 2021 season. So those are our free agent safeties coming up at the end of the year. Man, this class is a little bit, you got some big names, you got some small names, but these are the guys who's going to be looking for either a contract with Detroit or somewhere else. We're going to get into what we think about these guys here in a minute, but definitely, if you like the content, hit the video, hit the like button, share the video, comment on the video. All those things help us get this content to more Detroit Lions fans just like yourself. Our family discussion topic for today is which one of these free agent safeties you think the Lions should resign. Should you resign all of them? Some of them? None of them? You let us know down in the comments. So you know how we get down. We do 6 comments every show, and we pick them and read them on the next episode of the show. But that's the family discussion topic for today. Of these 4 free agent safeties, Tracy Walker, Dean Marlowe, C.J. Moore, and Jalen Elliott, which one should we re-sign? And if you want to get yourself some Lions on the Prowl gear, go to lionsontheprowlshop.com. we are working with Alliance Unite. We're gonna get some free, I mean not some free, some updated gear for you guys. So check it out. It's gonna be coming out soon, man. We're gonna go ahead and rock with that. But now it's time for us to have some fun. I've been gone for a while, and I'm gonna pay homage to my man Shawnee J. Y'all know him from the Die Hard Den, and my man Jim Bordeaux, because he always loved to come on the Die Hard Den and play this game. So we're gonna bring it over because we don't do Die Hard Den anymore, and I don't do it in that format anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring it over because just to pay homage to my man Jim. He always loved this game. We're gonna play Hell Yeah or Hell Nah. Now I'm gonna break this down for you. Hell yeah. I'm gonna read the question. I'm gonna ask it a name. I'm gonna say Tracy Walker. My man LL gonna tell me hell yeah or hell no. And why not should we re-sign him? And same thing, we're gonna do a round robin, and we're gonna start with LL. We're gonna go to Coach Mike, and then I'm gonna bring up the rear on each one of these free agent safeties we have in the building for Detroit. So first up, Tracy Walker. Do we keep him or let him walk? Okay, hell yeah or hell no. LL, you up first. Did we sign Tracy Walker?
Hell yeah, we signed Tracy Walker. We re-signed Tracy Walker. I've been saying that since last offseason. I want to, and just because of what we've seen this year, I keep it real short and sweet. I really just want to see the next step with this coaching staff. I really like Aaron Glenn, and I really like Aubrey Pleasant, and I think they're going to turn this secondary into something crazy.
Okay, Coach Mike, do we re-sign Tracy Walker? Hell yeah or hell no?
I gotta do a hell maybe, because you know what, and the only reason why I said it is because we in a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation with Tracy Walker. If we go ahead and let him test free agency, and then somebody does offer him more money, he up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's a contender offer him money, like, you know what, he could be that piece that solves up the backfield, the defensive back end, he gone. But if we in a bad position, if we offer him that money, and other teams like, we ain't gonna offer him that shit. So you know what I'm saying? So we like in the damn if you do, damn if you don't situation. But I would love to sign Tracy Walker, but it just come at a price now.
All right. So I'm gonna give you my answer. I'm gonna say hell yeah, we re-signed Tracy Walker. I've always liked Tracy Walker. I've liked his maturity this season, how he's grown in this defense, his role as a leader, and just some of the pop he had this season. He was laying the wood, especially that second part of the season. That dude was putting some people on their back. So I'm liking the way Tracy Walker aggressiveness, and he played in this system in college down at Louisiana Lafayette, the Raging Cajuns. He really shined this season, leading the team in tackles, 6 pass defenses. He played well in the box and in coverage. Usually I see that a lot from a safety. He plays one or the other good, either the box or he plays the coverage well. But this year he played both at a pretty high level. All right, next up, we got Dean Marlowe. You know who he is. He was the safety that came over from the Buffalo Bills, who got eliminated last night. But he ain't playing. He on the couch with us right now, the rest of the Bills. But all right, Dean Marlowe, my man LL, do you re-sign Dean Marlowe? Hell yeah or hell no?
I'll say hell yeah, and it's just for depth. That's just short and sweet. As another depth player, special teams player.
Okay, Coach Mike, Dean Marlowe, do you keep him, let him walk? Hell yeah or hell no to re-signing Dean Marlowe?
I'm with LL. Hell yeah, just because of depth. We just really don't have none there. So hell yeah.
Okay. All right. For me, I'm going to say hell no. And the reason being why is the fact that I don't think we're going to cut Will Harris, and I think we're going to draft a safety to come in and start. And the reason why we keep Will Harris is for depth purposes, not because he's a good player, because he's
damn, really?
he's a cheap player. He's a cheap depth. He's a cheap depth piece. He's going to be cheaper to keep than Dean Marlowe is. To be honest with you, he's going to be cheaper to keep than Dean Marlowe is because he's still on that rookie contract. All right, so we got CJ Moore. CJ Moore is primarily a special teams player. He's been on and off this roster for a few years, but I'm going to go to Coach Mike first this time. Dean Marler, do we re-sign CJ Moore? Hell yeah or hell nah?
Hell yeah. And I said it just because we need special teams players. Like we need that type of depth. So hell yeah.
Okay. All right, LL. CJ Moore, special teams ace, does very well, with some good tackles. Do you re-sign him? Hell yeah or hell nah?
Well, with you reminding us of Will Harris, I'm gonna say hell no because it may not be enough space for him, and with we may end up drafting a safety and things like that. He may not be one of the priorities. So I'm gonna say hell no.
All right, hell no. All right, I'm gonna say hell yeah, just because of the fact that I like his special teams play. The guy's aggressive on the. I think he kind of took over that role from Miles Killebrew, that gunner on special teams, and he really filled in a lot for Jalen Reeves. Maybe when he went into the starting role, and his special teams rep kind of went down. CJ Moore stepped right in and filled in admirably for Jalen Reeves maybe on special teams. So I'm liking CJ Moore on special teams. All right, last but not least. Now, I have to caveat this. Jalen Elliott is an exclusive rights free agent. So what that means is that he is not under contract, but the reason why he's an exclusive rights, the Lions can match any offer from another team and keep him on the roster. So his rights are exclusive to Detroit because of the type of contract he signed. So he's still he's not an under rookie contract, but it's kind of like that buffer thing where, okay, we like him, we can keep him. And if a team offers him some more money, we can go ahead and match it and keep him on the roster if you want to keep him. But the young fella didn't have a lot of PT this year. Well, he did. He had that, like I say, he had that pine time. But we'll go with Coach Mike first. No, I'll take this one first. Jalen Elliott, did we re-sign that young fella? I think we let him walk. I just think we let him have some time to shine somewhere else. I don't think he's going to get a lot of burn here in Detroit. You saw that, and the only reason, even with the injuries this year, and all the fluctuation from the defensive backs getting hurt, he just didn't see a lot of field time. So I'm going to say let that fella go somewhere else and play and get some pine time somewhere else. So, LL, what you got? Resign Jalen Elliott, the exclusive rights free agent. Hell yeah or hell no?
Hell no, but much success anywhere else you land.
All right, Coach Mike. Jalen Elliott, you know what I'm saying? He's like one of your young players you have on the defensive line there at Jackson Northwest High School, the Mountaineers, whatever, the Mounties, however y'all the Mounties.
Mounties, man.
Yeah, would you you might need an assistant coach down there, man. Would you hire him to play coach some players down there? Because they're like you have a job in Detroit. But would you re-sign that young fella? Hell yeah,
no.
Hell no for Coach Mike.
Hell no. Man.
Not the bartender with the two biggest beasts. All right, that was hell yeah or hell nah. Talking about the free agent safeties. I hope you like that segment. We're gonna have some fun with that because we're gonna be playing it a lot with some of these free agents we have on the Detroit Lions in the upcoming shows, and we're just gonna have some fun talking about what we should do with our current free agents. We're going to talk free agency before we get to the draft because guess what starts first? Free agency. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? And this time it's the egg. All right. So now, before we get into all the next content, make sure you go over to fanatics.com and check out the gear over there. They got a sale going on right now. I think it's the promo code is Wintery. You get up to 60% off of a lot of items you can get over there at fanatics.com. I'm rocking a new shirt today. I always got to stay fresh for y'all. So, and always rocking the gear. So go to fanatics.com. The link in the description, and a portion of the proceeds from that link going to help us grow the content on this channel. And don't forget to follow the crew. Go over to your favorite social media websites. Check us out. I'll be posting pictures from our birthday trip over there, so you can check out me and the fam having some good old time out there on vacation. So, and you just want to hang out with us, go behind the scenes. And if you want to check us out on a different platform, go over to Lions Station Unite. You know who it is, the ultimate virtual hangout for Detroit Lions fans. Some big things coming up over there on the app. We're going to have some town hall meetings talking about free agency, talking about the draft, talking about coaching positions that are open on the Detroit Lions, the OC. But We're going to talk about all that over there on Live Nation Unite. So go over there and check it out. But now it's time for us to do my favorite segment of the show. It's time for us to zip our lip and talk about what you had to say about the last show, which is a couple weeks ago. It's time for the comment cards, baby. All right, first up, we have J Lop. I think that's how I'm saying this, right? J Lop 97. Okay, it says, outside of Anthony Lynn, everyone in the Lions staff was phenomenal. MCDC by far was the biggest hero. It takes so much for one person to work with a roster that doesn't have a lot of power, with verifying talents of the rookies or names like Khalil Raymond, who never got a chance to in the first few years of his NFL career, and make something great. So sure, there were a ton of injuries, but so much dedication and players putting the great fight, put up the great fight for their coach, and everything. A fan like me remain loyal to my favorite team. You know what? I appreciate that, man. I believe that I know LL doesn't, he thinks something different. I just think that Anthony Lynn wasn't a good fit for the coaching staff. I just think that, to be honest with you, I think that it was when he took the step down from a head coach to become an OC right away. That sometimes that's an ego hit, especially if you get your play call and taken away from you as well.
I just don't think Anthony Lynn was the biggest issue. That's all. Thank you for that though, J Lop 97. John Robinson says, Lions on the Prowl season review. MVP Curt Steele for keeping this going after Jim's tragic loss. R.I.P. Jim. LL Cool Torrance Rookie of the Year. Coach Mike Jones, the Courage Award for sliding back into the podcast after the loss of Jim. Val, just encouraging Jim's vision to continue this podcast, the Perseverance Award. Thank you for that, John Robinson.
You appreciate that, brother.
What's up,
Thank
John? You. Yeah. Marshall Sumner. That's real weird because there's a family in Jackson called the Sumners, and they are like the best boxing family like ever in Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah, Marshall Sumner says MCDC and his coaching staff is one reason one season has turned the Lions from doormat Patricia and Quinn and had them into the scrappiest, hardest fighting into the league. Unit in the league, and took down two of the top teams in the process. These guys are going to be scary good once they're done spending the assets from the Stafford trade, and I do believe so. And Stafford did. He looked good yesterday, man. Just I know I throw a lot of shade on Stafford, man, because I'm kind of salty, but
Yeah, he did his thing yesterday. Shout out to number 9. All right, Jack Waters says, got to throw Ben Johnson an honorable mention as well. I do believe that as well. He was a big part of the offense maturing and the passing game opening up. He definitely helped Dan Campbell in that. I agree for sure about Pleasant. The Flintstone. He would definitely be a head coach someday. I think he will. I think that R.B. Pleasant will be a head coach, and he will be that Mike Tomlin type of coach. He's going to be a winner too.
Right. I agree. Cassandra Braden says, man, I've been saying the Lions should get Tyler Huntley. Man, I used to always say it in the LNU chat, and I told Jim about him a while ago on the Royal 4. That's funny, y'all, finally seeing what I saw. Been high on Huntley. You were ahead of the curve, Cassandra Braden. I didn't even know what he was, that he could do, what he could do. But shout out to Tyler Huntley, and shout out to you, Cassandra Braden. Thank you for that.
Yeah, Turner C. Burley too. He brought that up.
Oh yeah. Turner's guy too. Yeah.
Michael Lewis. I know he's not considered a coach, but I believe Chris Spielman needs a shout out. Also, LL, you're going to jump on the Jared Goff bandwagon next season. I'm going to laugh and laugh. Me too.
Who said that?
Michael Lewis.
Michael Lewis. I don't think Michael Lewis though. I don't think he know LL like that. I don't think he gonna jump on that bandwagon.
I like this kind of stuff because after next season or whatever point next season when everybody hates him, I just want y'all to remember this comment. Like, I'm gonna hop on the bat. I don't think it's going that way.
Okay, I'll feel you on that one, man. I'll feel you on that one. That's our comment cards for today.
Yeah. Well, thank you everybody for those comments. Those are the comments cards for this show. Of course, leave comments. We'll pick 6 of them to go on the next show. But we're going to go ahead and come from this one and go over to everybody's favorite, or everybody else's favorite segment of the show, and that is the dessert with your man Curt.
All right, Dessert with your man Curt is brought to you by Delightful Bites, custom cookies and desserts for any occasion. If you like how they look, you'll love how they taste. Delightful Bites. Get your cookie on. Now, big shout out to first year special teams coordinator in Detroit, Dave Phipp. Rick Gosselin has covered the NFL for nearly a half a century and is universally considered the guru of special teams. Each year, he gives out his top rankings for the special teams of the year. And the Detroit Lions finished at the number 7 spot. Yeah, Dave Phipp took a band of misfit guys. You look at how this season kind of went with the special teams at the kicking game at the beginning of the year, and he molded them into a top 10 special team unit for the year. And if you look at some of those games just this weekend, special teams blunders all over the place. And out in Tampa, guy missing field goals, you're getting bot punts. Same thing up in Green Bay. Green Bay was ranked 32nd in special teams this year. They were the number 1 seed in the NFC. All right, that's your dessert with your man Curt, brought to you by Delightful Bites. Delightful Bites, get your cookie on. Now it's time to do that good old stroll over to the Wall of Fame, baby. All right, so bringing up our Wall of Fame, we have our bronze members. We got Detroit Drew, Midwest Lion. We got Jimbo G and Doug Prince 72. And our sub members, we got Nomus J. We got Cap Ice Cold. Man, I see you over there at LNU. Hold it down, brother. We got Scotty the Bear, the Frenchman, and Shannon Peck. And for our gold members, we got North End Ken, just in the D, Michael Huck, Mr. Reliable, and the Doctor, Dr. Detroit. He is always in. To become a member of the Wall of Fame, click the Join Now button down in the description. Now it is time for our final thoughts for today's show. What do you think about these free agent safeties, my man LL Coutons?
Well, final thoughts on these safeties. We got a good group of free agents. I do think that Tracy Walker will probably be back. If not, thank you for your time here. Go on and flourish somewhere else. But if you do leave, you better go somewhere and be great. Don't leave to go somewhere and suck. But also, the greatest news of this weekend is the Packers lost. Fuck the Packers forever and ever and ever. And there you have it.
Okay. I can't really top that. Yeah, I just want to say we happy to be back, man. Happy 50th to Curt, man. Hopefully you did it big, man. And we back, man. We're about to bring all this Lions content on a limited basis, man. But we still gonna turn up every morning when we record. We turn it up. Okay, so go out there, enjoy your week, man, and let's stick to this Lions news.
All right. So my final thoughts for today's show. This is one of the even if it's not Lions not related to this week, but this was one of the best, and Mike said it off camera. This is one of the best NFC divisional round ever. You had three home teams lose on the last second field goals. 3 of them. And then you had the 4th one with the home team winning in overtime. And you think about that last, 13 seconds of that Chiefs and Bills game, man, this was definitely a competition to behold. And that shows you the parity of the league that's going on right now. And when I look at teams like Cincinnati, that gives me hope for our Detroit Lions. So, definitely what's going on out there. And shout out to number 9. I know some people going to hate on them all day, but number 9, when the chips was down, that kind of remind me of that Calvin Johnson, when he was yelling, Reef, get down here so we can spike the ball. He put those things on the line. People are going to say, he didn't make any mistakes yesterday. He stepped up when this team needed him. And that's the Matthew Stafford that we saw in Detroit for so many years. So with that being said, the grind starts today. Happy Monday, everyone. We're great to be back. We won't see you again until Wednesday. And we will have our Wednesday show. We'll have our next group of free agents we will go over. And you know the gold members meeting will be Wednesday as well. But you know what you guys to do for us, right? So it's Monday. You got lunch, you know, crumbs off your face, finish your drink, and get back to work, baby. And whatever you do in life, you got to boss up. Ball out and be the best version of you that you can be. For my fellas, LL and Coach Mike, this is Curt Steele, and we will holla at you real soon. We love you, Jim.